you can master it.
Correct.
But you got to make sure you got the right pieces to the puzzle.
You got the right pieces to the
and
puzzle.
What I say every day is crazy that a person without nothing can always tell you how to get something. You know, just like I said, yo, a virgin can tell you how to have. It's always somebody that's not in a certain place that can give you advice on how to get there. And I disagree with, like I said, those are liabilities. What we just talked about a little while ago. A guy, it's like somebody telling Alex how to hit a baseball, but they never played baseball, been on a baseball field.
He called me earlier. It's like, yo, when you spar, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he say. So a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better and better.
Floyd Mayweather has stirred conversation across the boxing world after sharing unexpected behind-the-scenes insight into Shakur Stevenson's sparring work with Teofimo Lopez, reigniting debate and speculation among fans and analysts alike.
But don't even stand right. Don't know nothing about boxing. So that's even like the commentators that watch our sports tell you how to tackle, how to catch footballs, and if you correct them and tell them, you know what? You don't know what you're talking about. They get upset, and that's when you hear so many, you hear so many bad stories because people always want you to tell them what they want to hear. They don't want the truth. And
sources close to the camps claim Mayweather Jr. spent time inside Shakur Stevenson's training environment, offering guidance and technical advice. His input reportedly focused on refining punch mechanics, accuracy, and timing as Stevenson prepares for the Teofimo matchup.
Your stance must be right as far as your pivot. Start off with your pivot, get on your pivot, and it's light. The jab goes like this. This is exactly how the jab go. Jab. This is called a 1-2. Boom, boom. You bring the hook with it. You can go to the body. Jab. This double jab. Triple jab. Short hook. Wide hook. Short hook. Wide hook. You go to the body. Slide over here. Slide over here. You drop on the shots like this. You go here. 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 Back with the jab.
Stevenson has openly said that sparring days are the highlight of his camp, calling them his favorite part of preparation. Beyond sparring, his training heavily targets footwork, defensive reflexes, and distance management. He often prioritizes rhythm and timing over chasing highlight reel knockouts, sharpening control round after round.
An extra hour or anything was gonna make a difference because of the fact that I've been doing it all week. The 6 in the morning, the day before, I've been going super hard for the weight. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day, so I wasn't trying to make a stand for a fighter. I was just...
He got picked on the world team. Every 2.5 years, he's gained weight. He moved up in weight. So, like, the weight gain and him going now is part of his natural growth process and going on. And so, I think he's more adjusted and he feels much more comfortable.
For Shakur, preparation is about eliminating disorder inside the ring and forcing opponents to fight a pace and structure he dictates. Multiple insider reports suggest Shakur Stevenson has also been working closely with Terrence Bud Crawford ahead of the Teofimo Lopez fight, fully absorbing each lesson and applying it to his own development.
Terrence Bud Crawford, definitely a hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ. I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he's one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. That's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
straight move, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, what do you think he can throw for hook? Because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. The people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has. And given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to.
At the same time, Stevenson is following a disciplined nutrition plan to support the demands of moving up to 140 pounds. The focus is on adding strength without sacrificing speed, stamina, or sharpness for the Teofimo fight. Teofimo Lopez's camp, by contrast, thrives on raw intensity and explosive energy. His training sessions are designed to reflect his in-ring style, fast-paced, powerful, and unpredictable.
Bringing in some good positive affirmation and thoughts. I try to do all this, as much as possible. I think it's also good for us, not just as fighters, but as human beings. It's good for us, It kind of let us be aware, of the actual things you could write down and actually create and manifest. I wrote down I was gonna be a world champion one day. Boom, did it. I wrote that I was gonna be one of the best fighters to live up this time, and boom, we're doing it.
What's it like hanging with this guy? He seems pretty awesome.
It's incredible, man. He's definitely a special human being, and everything he does, in the boxing gym. He's a people's champion, he's constantly giving back to others. You see the human side of him.
Teofimo is entering this fight with renewed belief and a clear sense of purpose. He views this moment as a defining chapter in his career, stating that he feels mentally focused, physically strong, and completely in sync with his preparation. Rather than feeling burdened by expectations, Teofimo is embracing the spotlight, confident this stage was made for him. His mindset shows growth and hunger, shaped by past experiences that have only strengthened his resolve. To Lopez, this isn't pressure. It's an opportunity to unleash his full skill set, showcasing his speed, power, ring intelligence, and competitive edge, while reminding the world why he remains one of boxing's most dangerous talents.
So then again, it's like I could always succeed to another level with it, and exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you do. I love this. I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. This has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this. And I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready. And emotionally, I'm on fire. I'm on fire with it. Because all I ever did was try to be great. And it's no longer trying. I am. I am great. And it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we get.
Lopez has been refining his craft under the guidance of Freddie Roach, whose experience and strategic vision have added another layer to his camp. Inside the gym, Teofimo focuses on high-intensity rounds designed to mimic fight night stress, blending heavy power shots with fast combinations and sharp footwork. Roach emphasizes timing, defensive responsibility, and capitalizing on openings, constantly pushing Teofimo to think ahead during exchanges. The emphasis throughout camp has been on trusting instincts, maintaining discipline, and staying locked in from start to finish. For Teofimo, this fight represents more than a victory. It's about re-establishing his standing among boxing's elite. He believes the sacrifices, lessons from past wars, and the hunger that first carried him to the top have aligned at the perfect moment. Lopez has been clear that he's not stepping into this fight simply to participate. His goal is to protect everything he's built at 140 pounds. As the reigning WBO junior welterweight champion, he views his belt as far more than a trophy. It symbolizes years of sacrifice, struggle, and relentless commitment. He's repeatedly described this matchup as more than a test. It's a defense of his legacy and everything he's earned since announcing himself on the world stage. Lopez's mindset reflects a fighter who understands what's on the line both professionally and personally, and he insists that nothing he's worked for will be taken lightly.